Hi, I want to read an email to you that I received this morning from Do Not Age. If you're a member of DoNotAge.org, you've probably received this email as well. You can go and take a look and read it yourself. If you're not a member of Do Not Age and you're interested in NMN in general, and that's part of your supplement stack, this is something you're going to want to hear. In 2022, the FDA made a claim that NMN could not be sold as a dietary supplement despite it being against their own rules. Having seen all of this before with NAC, we at DoNotAge.org were not concerned with this. The FDA is mostly funded by pharmaceutical companies, and often this gets reflected in their decisions. We are aware of the rules and know that any court in the land with eyes can see that the 2022 statement from the FDA cannot be carried through. After 2 years, it seems they are finally trying to turn the screws and make NMN a drug, meaning it will either be very hard for you to get a hold of or extremely expensive, or both. Now again, this applies specifically to the United States. So if you live in the US and NMN is important to you, this pertains to you. A shipment, not DoNotAge.org's, of NMN into the USA was seized in July. This is not good news, but is also not the end of the world. We are still confident that common sense will win eventually. In response to the seizure, a lawsuit has been placed against the FDA, meaning we will know very soon, one way or the other, on the future of NMN. If the lawsuit is lost, then a can of worms is opened. Any vitamin or mineral that you currently buy as a supplement can become a drug, which will make those expensive and very difficult to get. This would be complete chaos, and we cannot see a country as great as the USA allowing this to happen. What if it does happen? What do we do? If NMN is important to you, you're probably thinking that. Here's what Andrew Huberman said a while back.
So I do indeed take an NR supplement every day. I take 500 milligrams of NR. I also, and have separately taken, an NMN supplement. I take sublingual NMN. And the goal for me in taking NR and NMN each day, and I should mention that sometimes I have just taken NMN or just NR to do the comparison between NR and NMN for me in a subjective way, just comparing what are my energy levels, how do I feel, whether or not there are any side effects, and then I've also taken them together, and I've arrived at a protocol where I take NR and NMN every single day. I take NR and NMN in an effort to increase NAD, and now I realize what I'm about to say is entirely subjective, and I really want to highlight that. What I'm about to describe is my experience. It is not based on any peer-reviewed studies. When I take NR and NMN at the dosages I talked about a little bit earlier, it gives me a lot of sustained mental and physical energy throughout the day.
So he takes both NMN and NR. And it sounds like he takes them purely because it makes him feel better. He likes the energy that it gives him. Here's what Brian Johnson said recently about NMN and NR.
One of the most common questions we get is, do we take NR or NMN? I tried both of these for 90 days. For the NR, I tried True Niagen, and for NMN, I tried J Infinity's Vitality. They both worked. They both allowed me to achieve NAD levels equal to a 16-year-old.
So in this case, we have Brian Johnson, a guy who spends millions and millions of dollars trying to develop the ultimate anti-aging protocol, right? And is considered one of the most measured people in all of history. He took NMN, then measured the results, then separately took NR and measured the results and found that they were both equally effective at raising NAD levels. So what do we do if NMN simply becomes too expensive or completely unavailable? Well, I know what I'll do. I'm just going to switch to NR.